talk about the next two together. Okay, these are all reasons why I love investing in self-storage too. So I'm going back to my screen here. Yeah. Okay, the next one is minimal. Is that how you spell minimal? That does not sound right to me at all. And that doesn't look right to me. Minimal. Okay. Expenses. And number 6 is low overhead. Okay. And I try to take these from, like, I teach find them, fund them, run them. So it's like, I tried to come up with some reasons under finding them, under funding them and running them. This is under the running part. And this is minimal expenses and low overhead, right? So the truth of the matter is it doesn't really cost a lot of money to run a storage facility. That's a smaller facility. Now, when you get into huge, big facilities, like this guy wants to sell us a $16 million facility, I mean, there's overhead in this, right? There's a lot of overhead. Okay, but in these little tiny facilities, 100 units, all these newbie facilities that we all want to buy, those are essentially this is perfect for this, right? And it's true, it does not cost a lot of money to run facilities. Like for us personally, we have and I've been over this on the deal analyzer many times, but it's like your property taxes, your utilities, your insurance, right? And then you have your, like, any type of maintenance expenses, your software, and your maybe, and like you said, any, like, maybe bug spray if you want to do this, something like very, like, that's it, really. Not a lot of expenses when you own a storage facility, right? And also low overhead means, like, a smaller facility that you buy that's 100 units or so, it's not gonna, you can manage this yourself very, very easily. You don't get a lot of phone calls. You really don't. It really doesn't take a lot of work to manage these things. Okay. And now if you buy a mismanaged facility, obviously you have to clean it up. The first couple of months are a lot of work, but then after you really start just managing it, it doesn't take a lot of time. And then the overhead includes the boots on the ground person that you delegate out to manage the facility on the ground. And then you're maybe either answering the phone, your phone person, or once you get bigger, then like your manager, right? Your office manager. And that's really it. I mean, like I said, we own 1,000 doors, and we have my husband, and then we have, Bonnie and Steph, DJ, and Patrick. Like 5 people. That's it to manage 1,000 doors. So that's what I'm talking about, low overhead and minimal expenses. Okay. Now you still want to run your numbers for expenses at 35%, 30 to 35%. All right. But typically, once you get it up, managed and running, stabilized and running properly, your expenses should be pretty low. Now, you never ever want to go off of what the owner tells you their expenses are. You have to figure out what your expenses are and run numbers on that. So you can't go off of their expenses, just to keep that in mind. Okay, so those are my 2 favorite parts about investing in self-storage on the management side.